Hello everyone and welcome back to Feed the Beast Monster with Industrials.Black. Today I have a few things planned. I'm sorry if my voice is a bit different than what it used to be. I have been home from work for a few days now because I have been sick a sick person. And during that time I have been fixing up around the house and such things, and built a little something around Blue's house because he gave me permission to build in his backyard. What I have done since last time is set up these ender porters, which you can disguise as any block. I just wanted to show you this before I disguise it. If I take stone, let's see, stone, there's one, and put that there, you cannot even see it, and somewhere around here, and you just get teleported. What's really good about these blocks is that they don't need the counterpart on the next floor or previous floor. They just, if they have redstone signal, they teleport you down, and if they don't, they teleport you up until the next air block above a solid block, so to speak. Hope you understood that, and if you didn't, you didn't. Hello, Blue.
Hello, Black.
I have told you what I was going to record, so you can help me. First of all, I'm going to show everyone what a massive train wreck this sword I have is. It's basically a cleaver with a bunch of quartz, but also looting and beheading. And with strength from your crystals. I'm going to show everyone what it's about. With that pig has a zombie on it. Well, this Maka Alpha has 100 health, and that's 100 damage. That's an insane sword. I'm really looking forward to fighting the Wither, which hopefully we will do in the next episode, or maybe the episode after that. So, back to the base. I think this is the best sword I've ever created, damage-wise. Ever. And the quarry finished. Let me just go to that age and show you. Let's see, I want the spyglass. So if I go here and Y level 0 bedrock. And unfortunately, I think it's unfortunate, bedrock, we have flat bedrock at Y level 0. And I've been researching a bit about the rotary craft, and the bedrock breaker that is needed to make bedrock items will not break bedrock at Y level 0. Maybe I can come around that problem by breaking the bedrock in the nether, if it's possible to direct them upwards.
Can I point something out?
Of course.
When you use a quarry, it goes down to the flat bottom. But not if you dig down, I think.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong.
Okay.
If you have a jagged bedrock, the quarry will end at bedrock, even if the bedrock is at Y level 5 or 7.
Okay. Just thought.
It's okay. It's okay to be wrong once in a while. And also, I've been looking into this fermenter and trying stuff out. I tried heating this with fire, and I discovered that if you put fire on the side here, it will heat up and go above the green level. And if you put fire on this block, which is one block more away, it will not care at all about the fire. So that's the range of heat in the rotary craft items. And also, when making the sludge, you get different amounts of sludge that it uses. Oh, that's a lot of sludge. Depending on what you put in the bottom slot here. Like any sapling will give you half of what you get from the leaf from the same tree. And if you put a very rare thing like silverwood or the Twilight Forest ones, the Twilight Forest ones I think give you 32 for the leaves and 16 for the saplings. And silverwood gives you a full stack for leaves and 32 for the saplings. So I have prepared some more ethanol crystals, which will be used with the grinder, or to power the grinder, because I've prepared this recipe for a gasoline engine. I have not tried it because that's crafting. So gasoline engine, let's take here for now. And the red one is the output. I think you put the crystals here and it will power stuff. Runs on ethanol. Simply load in ethanol crystals and watch them burn to produce 128 Newton meters of torque at 512 rads per second, or 65.536 kilowatts of power. And if we then get our handbook and look in, I think it's this one, production machines, no, grinder here, thank you.
Sorry.
The grinder does exactly what its name suggests. It grinds things. Basically, the grinder is needed to make any kind of lubricant with the canola seeds. And it needs 128 Newton meters of torque and 4,000 watts. And basically, if you speed up the machine more than the required speed, it will go faster. And I don't think it will break, because there is no bad stuff on this page. Basically, that's what I've gathered. So, crafting the grinder. Also, I've encountered a problem when making sticks. I can't use vanilla wood to make sticks for some reason. Steel gears saw, which uses steel gears. I think I need 2 saws. Base panels, 3 of them. That's it. So 1 gear and 2 saw. So right clicking there, saw, 2 of them. Gear 1, base panel 3, and HSLA ingot 2. And every machine must be crafted in the work table from Rotary Craft, like this. Grinder. The question mark here is very useful because you go to the page about the machine or item you're looking at, and if you have the handbook in your inventory, you will get the full handbook ready. Quite useful. So grinder, if we put it, I think like this. Nope. Then I need my screwdriver to rotate. And there we go. Now it has stuff. The grinder does what its name implies. That one we read earlier. So canola seeds, half a stack, and some iron ore because I want to try that as well. The lubricant is very useful for most anything. So you want ethanol crystals. Don't know how much work you can get out. Whoa. That's a lot of ethanol crystals. Any I be gone. Power, speed, and torque is maxed out. Fuel, oh, almost an hour. Can you turn this one off? I hope so. It was. Oh, I also crafted a coin of fortune, which is an awesome machine from Reliquary. And it's still burning fuel. I did see an item in the handbook that's called an engine controller, I think. Accessory machines. Engine control unit. I think I need that one. Because let's see, these you can also accept it, which will shut the engine down entirely. I don't think you can turn this engine off any other way, but now it's making lubricant, and I think you can just pipe this liquid out as any other liquid. So that's canola seeds. Let's try iron ore to see what we get. And in the meanwhile, craft the engine control thing. Engine. And O for that. Let's see, engine control, was it? Engine control unit. Electrum or gold? Obviously gold. So the gold ingot is no problem. The HSLA steel is no problem. The circuit board, on the other hand, is no problem. Oh, I shouldn't have put it there. A circuit board and gold and HSLA steel. Do I have enough HSLA steel? HSLA, yes I do. What else did I need? Did you listen, Blue?
Yes.
What else did I need?
Well.
Gold and redstone. Thank you. Can I shift click it in here? I can. Oh, it's awesome. NEI integration at its best. So, 3 iron ore flakes. Good, exactly as I was hoping. So, did I do anything with it? What? Maybe not. Redstone operated. That's still ticking. Let's see, pickaxe. Yes. I don't want to break you, because I think I will lose everything. Let's see, engine control unit. There. It worked, I think. It still has power, speed and torque, but that might be the engine. Yeah. Good. So the engine control unit goes below the engine, and the fuel is stored and actually viewed in minutes and seconds and hours remaining of power. That's awesome. I just love Rotarycraft more and more for everything I try or look at. So this is not the prettiest thing, but it is useful. So the grinder triples my ore.
Okay.
That's good. Let's see, iron ore flakes can be smelted only. And canola seeds. Oh, I love this mod. And you can set 6 point. Doing stuff. Yeah, anyway, let's leave that at that. Now we can triple our ores. So the quarry finished and I got some ore. That's basically 1732 iron ore I have here. I can triple that with Rotarycraft or double it with thermal expansion and get ferrous. I was going to set up some auto crafting, and I am a bit curious as to whether or not to use Rotarycraft for everything. Yeah, I will use thermal expansion. So export bus, because I have prepared, and thermal expansion furnace, and thermal expansion pulverizer. Let's see, you can go back in there, you can go there, you can go back in there, you can go there, you can go there, there. Good. So, item ducts, I think I have some in my backpack. 14, that's enough. I was going to set this up here, but we have that one. Do I have another interface? I don't have another interface. I'm going to have to move this because it's a hassle to find now. Interface. And conversion matrix. Interface. Good. And my secret illusion here. Also I need power.
Power.
Power. I'm just gonna take all this down. Break and replace. Gör om och gör rätt. So you. And basically I want to move you somewhere else. Like over here. Hammer. And I made another excavator with some ardite that I got from Blue. And my muffler isn't doing... Oh, it's my coin of fortune that's making all the plingy sounds. This is terrible. So I want... let's see. My Jabba barrel mover. The dolly. You there. You there. I love that you can move stuff like this. And I don't think... I'm not sure if I showed everyone that the way I handled the stone and dirt back here. But I compressed dirt into compressed dirt. And I double compressed stone. Just to make sure that I got everything from the quarry. Which in hindsight was quite... well, what should I call it? Onödigt på engelska.
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary, thank you. Because I could have just created cobblestone the way I created cobblestone for you.
Yes.
Let's see, pre-configured, and I can't really tell what they're pre-configured as. But I think that's the one for that one, that's the one for that one, that one for that one, and that one for that one. Dirt. That's not the right one. So you should go here. And you are gravel, which is also wrong. And you are cobblestone. So that this should be soul sand. And these two should switch places. Like this. Gravel, yes. And rotate you. Also, in the next episode handling applied logistics, I will create a molecular assembly chamber. Because that's something that you need. Otherwise, you could have just not had a thing. An ME system. Because that's the whole point of the ME system, according to me. So all this can go away here. And you won't work. And I have this chest bound to a bag, this bag. So when I'm out mining and stuff, I can always just throw it in the bag and then it's entered into the system. Just like the one Blue has set up.
What?
Yeah, you know the thing. The ender pouch thing.
Ah, that thing.
That thing. So you won't be needed right now, and neither will you, nor you. You could be good to have. Item dex is definitely good to have. And the hammer here. It's incredible how fast time goes when you record, because I think I'm up to 20 minutes now.
Ooh.
Did you expect that that's the time that has passed.
No.
Me neither. Can I? Oh, it's... Why have I put ordinary factorization barrels? Idiot. So I will set up the machines and I will show you later what I have done and just make a cut here, because this will take too much time to fit in one episode. And there we have a basic setup with export buses, item ducts and export buses, 2 furnaces and pulverizers. So basically, just to connect it, I have the ME cable there and 3 precision export buses, and then these item ducts take the items and put them into the interface, which then, as we know, put it on the disks. And this one has an input on the top, and it should have an output on the bottom for everything. So like that. Let's see if these are correct. Yes, input on the right and output on the left. First of all, any item we always want to pulverize, we can put in the export buses. For now, I will just do iron, and stacks at a time, always active. Iron and iron. Another thing we always want to pulverize is redstone ore, and things that we might want to use other methods to process is maybe diamonds or emeralds or gold, because we want more gold than and the byproduct, which in this case is ferrous, might not be as attractive in gold because I think it's copper, so we don't really care about that. There is a way to triple your ores with thermal expansion, which is using the induction smelter or induction furnace. I'm just gonna look that up. Induction smelter with putting in slag, and I think sand also triples the output. Let's just go down to our smelter, induction smelter. As you can see, it has 2 inputs, and the recipes are as follows. To triple, you need any type of slag, and it processes quite fast. And let's see, things that triple. I know the cinnabar triples your output, and it also gives you 100% for the byproduct. In this case, ferrous gives you shiny, which is very useful. And sand gives you 10% chance of rich slag, and cinnabar gives you 75%. And cinnabar and rich slag triples your output. And if we, let's see, yeah, triples. And slag in the, no. Slag. Rich slag. Can you not use slag in these? I was sure you could. Huh, I might be wrong on this one. Anyhow, that's a way to double your, or triple your outputs. What? Why would I want to do that? You can just burn that to keep stealing it. Anyway, let's see. Going in here. These are working, and let's see how our iron dust is doing. We're getting lots of iron dust. And then we want to always export iron dust, stacks at a time, into these. And this is what we always want to process in these machines. If we want to do something on demand, we use the interface and put patterns on this line. You can see here when stuff is getting exported into this interface. And if we have patterns here, I'm getting all stuttery here. If we have patterns on this line, it is available from the terminal here as a crafting recipe. You can see here, stored or craftable, which is also the case when we deal with the auto crafting, of course. So let's see, how are we doing for iron now? It's something that we have been low on, and just doubling that iron, 1.7k times 2 is like 3.4, I think. 3.4k iron, that should be enough for a while. And letting this run overnight should be enough. And I think the power system should be able to handle these machines. Let's have a look. Let's see, the one going out into this is that line. And this one isn't budging. Huh. So down here we will have some on-demand machines that we can use manually. And then all the auto stuff will be in here. Like this. And then I will expand this with any machine we want to use, and for now that is enough. What else have I made? I have done a little room setup thing that I wanted to work on this episode, but the time isn't enough, isn't sufficient. This little cobblestone area here is actually a hidden room with some mossy stone, mossy cobble decorations. Let's see, in here I will actually mimic direwolf. What? Are you... Where are you taking damage? I don't know where you are. There are stuff dying. I don't really mind. But direwolf made this little setup with villagers. Because I need emeralds, I will spawn them here with an auto spawner. I will use things. The Mine Factory loaded conveyor belts instead of fans, because conveyor belts are cheaper. No, not actually cheaper, because the fans are very cheap, but they're more reliable and easily to configure than the fans. And I will push them in here, in this little indentation, and they can't pass through the paving stone of warding, if I'm correct. And I can flip this lever to open up and down into the smeltery. Now the smeltery isn't configured to handle the liquids yet, but there will be lava here. This will handle the ins and outs of the liquids, especially the emerald. And then up here I will have 4 different rooms, 4 different spawners. So one of them will definitely be a wither skeleton spawner. Another one might be Enderman. And then I might have a cursed earth one, which sounds like a fun thing. And then I will have one on demand, which might actually be... I might make it so that you can just put what you want to spawn and then flip a lever to spawn that. Now you can see I have jump boost, so I can easily jump that distance. But if that jump boost were to run off, I can just run in here. And there's another ender porter in here. And this ender porter is awesome. And the cobblestone illusions is also awesome. I've been doing some more work up here, decorating mostly. This is where I will put basic farming that isn't trees, because that tree farm is definitely keeping up with my need of wood and charcoal. And I've put some glass fences there. I designed the bottom of these platforms, prepared for another platform coming up from there. Got myself some willow trees, and I really want to say that if you have anything you want to tell me in the comments, don't be afraid to comment. I would love some interaction with you guys to make this more fun to watch for you. So any ideas you might have, just post them. And if you like what I do, press the like button. This is a little room or house I built just to give Blue on a little slap in the face because he said that I couldn't build. And I wanted him to be able to see what I build. This is what I used. Marble from chisel and holy stone from chisel. And glowstone that is chiseled. And is the holy stone actually from chisel? I wasn't... let's see. Holy stone. Yeah, it's from chisel. And it looks awesome. Chisel is... apart from Carpenter's box, it's the most useful mod for decorating, according to me. And I re-pranked Blue for pranking me on the other server we had playing Resonant Rise with the yellow vines. So that should be more than enough for this episode, and I was hoping that I could fit more into an episode, but it's so fun recording for you guys, so... or something. Bye bye.